For my project, I wanted to talk about Asian Americans and culture, and so my project's name is it American, Asian, or Asian American? So here's some food for thought. When you think about describing yourself, since most of you are Asian American, would you use Asian or Asian American? It's not something you normally think about, but when you do, it's a little hard to choose. And the reason is because it is hard to choose. Now, this is my Aunt Betsy, a first generation Filipino American. When I started talking to her for this project, she said something that really stuck with me, and that was the hardest part about being Asian American is being American. In the US, people only see me as Asian. When I go back home, I'm seen as too American to fit in. Well, this really struck me because from all the people I talked to, they all felt the same. Just like this picture, where she's being complimented for something she'd probably grown up doing. But because they believe that she's Asian, she doesn't speak English well. And you have the picture that's about to come up where they don't see her as American, but just Asian, and that makes her exotic, when the truth is she's probably lived there her whole life as an American citizen and grew up American. And that brings me to my next topic, assimilation. Assimilation is when a newcomer takes from the values, norms, and ideas of a society they live in while keeping some of their own culture. And now, the question is, how does this apply to Asian Americans in my topic? Well, to prepare for this video, I talked to many of my friends and people who are either first-generation immigrants or grew up here, and they all agreed on the same thing. When they leave their house, either growing up or now, they are American. They speak English and participate in American culture. It's only when they get home that they felt Asian, speaking their native language and participating in their own culture. In order to assimilate, they had to split into two people, their American side and Asian side. They had to hide who they really are behind closed doors. Just like one of my friends, who when I asked her this question, she had told me that growing up in a community with very little diversity, I was a closet Japanese. I could only celebrate my culture and live as Japanese American at home. Anywhere else, I tried to be just American. And many people grow up like this because of the lack of diversity, and that Asian Americans only make up 5.4% of the population, which is very small. So I asked them what they've seen, or what was the solution to helping them feel like they didn't have to hide their culture. The solution was clustered communities like Koreatown, Chinatown, and Filipino Town, where the majority populations are Asian American. In these communities, people are able to speak their language outside of their houses, celebrate holidays with more than just their family, and keep their culture alive in America, which is hard to do. So here are some final thoughts for everybody. In America, people want to follow the same culture and be American. But if you don't look the part, you're still seen as an outsider, which is the sad truth for many Asian Americans. In order to try and fit in, they've had to split themselves into two different people. The one that tries to fit into American culture by being American, and the one that can celebrate their own culture by being Asian. Which is why I ask, are you Asian, American, or Asian American? Thank you very much.